Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Looking for space, it's Ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gators in the hurry-up.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got his man on the right. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Wilson. What a cut, now he's loose. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Quarterback making adjustments. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the right. Breaks away in the middle. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw. It's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time. Being in position.
It's loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Lagway. Bringing the heat. Finds space on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And the Gators come to the line in the hurry up. wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one. And here's the third interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's out. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's out. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gets the first himself. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Got some room, entered at the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They'll line up to go for two. Gets it out quickly. He'll make his way in for the two, and now they're down by 16. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Allard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense playing a bail technique. This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. From the gun. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Allard. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. With the catch, it's Ross. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. On the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. That's caught. It's Pena. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Now improvising. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Finds his man. It's ball. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46. Line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Rides to the back. Finding an escape route. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Allard. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's ball. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
21.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Scrambling away. He's going to fire to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And just a great job by the defense being scout. Right? That's your job. Be scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Bulldozes his way through. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. If I take the lead by more than a field goal, they got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air, it's Howard. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception. Now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Got his man. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's going up top here late in the game. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Jackson.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Oh, but they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the league.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Howard. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.